Do you have a child that is about to enter school and you perhaps want to do some fine motor or hand strengthening activities in preparation for writing? Well, in this episode, I'm going to give you some suggestions of activities. I'm Tiffany Bakke of The Self-Motivated Child, and today we're going to talk about different activities you can do at home in preparing your child for school, in particular activities with fine motor, with the hand. We know that once children go to school, they start writing a lot, and your child may come home with a cramped hand. So here are some activities to help your child prepare. One of the first materials that children use in the Montessori classroom are the knob cylinders. I'm not going to ask you to purchase knob cylinders for your child, but what I want you to notice is that this material is used using the pincer grasp, these 3 fingers. What you can purchase, so that what I would suggest, are puzzles or activities peg boards where your child is working on that pincer grasp. So those 3 fingers. More activities for strengthening the hand would be PlayDoh work. So flattening it out with their hand, moving it between their hands, so they're using that whole hand, they're stretching, they're rolling. If you have little stampers, again, using the pincer grasp. Another activity you'll find in the Montessori classroom, but you could easily modify for the home, is the pushpin activity. So here I have a large pushpin, again, the pincer grasp, and the child simply push pins along the outline of the picture. Here is another activity that you could have in your home to work on the pincer grasp. Here I have little beads and the child is sorting by color, but again, they're going to be using those small, the pointer finger and the thumb to pick up and sort. Another activity you can have at home is bead stringing. So your child is picking up the object, the bead, stringing it on the string and pulling it through. So this is a practical life type activity that we have in the classroom, but also something you could simulate at home. And what it is the child grasps and drops like this. You could also change out the different materials, use seeds. You could even have a bowl of water and a sponge, and the child puts the sponge in, the sponge absorbs the water, they pick up the sponge and squeeze it out. And then they put it back in, let it absorb, squeeze it out. So you're working on that, grasping that whole hand movement. This is a spooning activity. And in the Montessori classroom, we switch out to many different types of spoons. We may use a mustard spoon, a little miniature ladle, a teaspoon, just different spoons. And here you're working on that twisting of the wrist movement. And so you're scooping and transferring. And so you've got that wrist movement, but you also have this control of movement with the fingers, the hand, of the scooping and transferring. Another kind of transfer work as your child becomes more advanced with handling utensils would be tongs, tweezers, clothespins, chopsticks, where they are tweezing and transferring. And this is working all of those hand muscles. This lesson is called the bottles and lids, or opening and closing. So again, your child is opening opening, opening, and then as finished, closing. So I've shown you a couple of materials that you could do. Don't forget, practicing with scissors is really important. Doing tracing work is really important to do. Getting out shaving gel or cream that you could smear on the table, and your child's drawing and writing in shaving cream or drawing and writing in sand. These are some fun activities to do in preparation for handwriting in school. You want to make it fun. They're going to be at school and they're going to be doing lots of writing and sitting. And so at home, to make this an enjoyable activity and not something that seems like work or something they don't want to do, there's a lot of fun things that you can do to strengthen those hands. If you like what you have seen so far, be sure to subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, follow me on Facebook at Tiffany Bakke.